What is up, Super Fam? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And on today's episode of Marvel Bros, we're going to be doing a Nope movie review and, of course, an open discussion. This movie was freaking crazy. This movie was definitely crazy. And the way that we do things around here is that already got a bot in the channel. Get up out of here, yo. Get about the chat, bot. Uh Hide yourself, fool. Get up out of here. Yeah, I saw Dr. Vince. I just did. I got. They should be up out of here by now. Thank you for the love. Bro, so basically me and my beautiful wife, we saw this movie on Thursday as part of our date night, of course. And when we saw it, so the day it come out, the day it dropped, of course, and we actually really had a really good time. And I think we had an even better time than we thought we were going to have watching the movie. uh the best way that I can Okay, before we get into this, though, I will let you guys know the way that we do our movie reviews around here is the first 15 minutes are non-spoilery, and then the following, and then after that, we will get into full spoilers. And if it doesn't last 15 minutes for the regular review, then we'll just jump out of spoilers sooner. So with all that being said, Nope movie. Okay. One thing I haven't seen Us, which is Jordan Peele's other movie that had came out before this one, but I have watched Get Out, and I have also watched some of the other movies and just productions that he's been a part of. Period. With Lovecraft Country, because I know he directed like a couple of those episodes and whatnot as well. And I was definitely looking for a certain amount of Jordan Peele. You know what I mean? Like I was looking for his Jordan Peele-ness throughout the movie. And it was there for sure. If you guys are fans of Jordan Peele's, you will not be disappointed with this movie, because this movie is the Jordan Peele-iest Jordan Peele movie that we have like basically got to date, right? Like all the other Jordan Peele movies are very awesome, but this one you could definitely tell the difference and being able to have full creative control. I think that's the best thing to be able to say. I think Jordan Peele accomplished everything that he set out to with this movie as well. What I mean by that is a lot of times there's some ideas that writers and directors and whatnot, they have to scrap and just leave on the cutting room floor. And although I believe there was an announcement about the original cut of this movie being like 4 hours and something minutes, I still think that he got the most of what he wanted to do. And I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see that 4 hour and 23-minute cut. And I hope that director's cut comes out somewhere, because I would really love to see it. If you've seen the trailers, then you'll have a solid idea of what you're gonna go into with this movie. Since we're in the non-spoiler section, I really don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil anything too much. I do want to leave things up to you guys to actually check out the movie and whatnot. But once we get into that spoiler part of the conversation, then I'll start talking about some of the more spicy things. And still, I'm not going to go into too heavy spoilers with it, just because this is the type of movie that you guys have to see for yourself. And I definitely don't want to ruin that experience by any means necessary. So even the spoiler side of this conversation might not be like full blown spoilery in that case, unless you guys have certain questions that are focused on different parts. So back to the movie. Nope establishes very early on that it's going to be talking that it's going to be talking about, or that it's going to be focusing on, I feel like, three main topics, right? And those three topics are: one, grief; two, the movie industry and how it treats everybody; and three, like the movie industry and how it treats animals. I guess it's like, human rights for in the movie industry. It's like human rights and then animal rights. Like that's really heavy of what like the movie. I feel like the presence of the movie is like that's what they want, right? Is or that's what Jordan Peele is trying to do with a lot of his movies. He has underlying messages and other things that you are able to pick out in a lineup, I guess you can kind of say. And all of his movies are also left to the watcher's interpretation. His movies are never based off of like, okay, this is the only thing that I'm trying to do, and this is all that you're gonna understand. His movies are very rarely like that. Like it almost never happens, to be honest. And this movie is no shame of that either. Like he has multiple things that he's trying to get across, and I feel like if every single one of those things are easily caught, and if not caught, I don't know what else to say other than that. Like everything that he does in this movie, it comes across solidly. Everything he's trying to portray, he does. Uh Kiki Palmer and I'm sorry, I forgot the other actors' names in this movie. Let's see. My bad. Let's see. Where's the cast? Here we go. Daniel Kaluuya, uh, Kiki Palmer, Daniel Kaluuya, and Stephen Yun, who are like the heads of this, as well as Brandon Perrier. They're all really good in this movie. Like everybody is bringing their A game. I've never even heard of Brandon before, but he did a really good job in the movie. Every single actor that we get, it made it believable, for lack of better words. It was believable. Everything that happened in this movie is very believable, and I didn't feel like anybody was trying too hard either, to be completely honest. But that's my opinion, of course. Um, the movie does capitalize on his horror vibes that he that he is known so well for, and it honestly brings a breath of fresh air to the industry and where we are right now. I'd like to say, with a lot of superhero movies being created left and right, and a lot of comedies and a lot of kid movies kind of dominating the scene. Movies like this and man, I can't think of the other horror movies that or the horror aesthetic movies that we were watching. I can't even think of the guy who did it. It's right there on the tip of my tongue though. But all of the movies that we've been getting lately, this is a fresh shakeup to the scene, to the stage. Like it's like, all right, here, don't forget about these movies, right? Like that's one big thing is like, don't forget about what we have here. And this is gold. I think this is a masterpiece. I truly think that this movie is incredible. And I think that they did a really wonderful job trying to not even trying, but really capitalizing on everything when it comes to the sound, the score, the sound effects, the cinematics, and just the cinematography in general. Oh my gosh, it brings you so closer to the movie, and it encapsulates you in a moment of time. That's how it felt. It was like, man, I truly want I would really watch this 4 hour length movie if it came out because I was so involved. I was so just I really enjoyed myself. And another thing that I noticed is my theater really enjoyed themselves as well. Everybody really enjoyed themselves. Everyone was kind of confused with the things and the realizations and the like it was like a real collective experience throughout my entire theater with this movie. And I think it'll be the same for you guys when you check it out. So make sure that you do go and check out Nope so you can also formulate your own opinion and then come back and talk to me about it in the chat of another video or even in the Discord. My man Word 789 says, "Hello, should I watch Nope? I believe you should. I believe everyone should watch Nope because it's really a great movie. Yo, it's a great movie. Like when I say it's a great movie, I really mean it's a great movie. And throughout this, from start to finish, I wasn't confused the whole time, but there's times where you think you know what's going on, and then it just completely just throws you for a complete loop. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, I definitely give you my recommendation to check this out. check it out with, you can check it out by yourself. You can check it out with a loved one, with a family member, with a friend. Just go and experience this movie because it is an experience. You know what I mean? Watching this movie was an experience even for me and my wife, just to be able to like try to figure out what's going on in our own way and still not have any idea what we're getting into. I loved that. I loved it. And I can't praise it enough because from we really were like, whoa, that was crazy once we got out of the theater. So jumping back into it, Kiki Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, they are so great in this movie. I mean, the chemistry, the dynamic of being brother and sister, and just dealing with the things that they have to deal with within this movie. As I mentioned, grief is a really big like part of this movie. Grief, and not just grief, but also dealing with that grief. I guess you could say coping is a very big uh message, is how you deal with that grief that you feel. um what would you do? I think it's very easy for us to put ourselves in the shoes of the main characters within this movie, to be like, no, yeah, if something like this happened to me and my family, I would 100% do all of the things that they do in order to get a better understanding of what happened. And I know I'm being very vague, but it's because I'm not trying to drop any spoilers right now. I'm just trying to let you guys know that this was a great show, a great movie. And I really want you guys to understand the vibe that it really set for me, because like, bro, what in the hell is happening for like for a minute, I was like, I am so confused, you know what I mean? And it wasn't a bad confusion though, and that's the best thing that's what I enjoyed the most about it, is that I wasn't terribly confused. It was a intriguing confusion that only like dug me further into the rabbit hole that the movie is. Like, I feel like we're going down a rabbit hole of, like, for the first half of the movie almost. It's like, is it true or is it not true? That's what like the first half of the movie feels like. And then once we get to the second half, the delusion is like, whoa, like the no, we didn't even almost get it right, like when you get to that moment of, wow, I thought I knew what was happening and I truly don't. That revelation was, man, it was chef's kiss. And then being able to be so involved in the movie that little moments that really don't have anything to do with anything make you jump and terrify you in a way, because you're so just mesmerized by the movie. I don't even want to say mesmerized like that. I just want to say you're paying so much attention. You are so locked in and locked on to what you're watching that the movie ends up like finessing you into being scared so much. Well, at least for me and for my wife, because I could feel the tension between both of us of like, yo, what's happening? Like, what's going on? And then, like I also said, the theater was all together and we all were just like so confused at certain moments. And just the sigh of relief that we all did together, it was magical. It was a magical moment. Because I'm so used to feeling like that with with Marvel movies, I guess is the best way to say it. I've come to this point now to where Marvel movies are the only time that it feels like the entire audience is actually enjoying something together, or at least experiencing something together. This also happened with Dune, and it also happened with the Batman, though. But the Batman is a comic book, and I don't think Dune is a comic book, but it is based off of a novel. And I think it kind of still stands there, to where we've come to this point to where we are with movies, that the hype for movies is all centered around, like, whether it's a comic book or just action pack or anything like that. There's not usually hype around horror movies unless you're a horror genre person. Even normies are hyped for over superhero movies and all that type of stuff now. So it was pretty cool, and, like I said, refreshing just to have that type of experience in the theater and it not be because of a straight up action packed Marvel movie. You know, this is a movie that has thriller, it's a horror in its own right, and it touches on a lot of different aspects and genres. Uh, One thing that I will say I had a gripe with was Kiki Palmer's character. That's not really just the one thing, but that's like the biggest thing is Kiki Palmer's character. I was not a fan. I didn't know what I was getting into going into it. And I think it's because I didn't watch a lot of the trailers. You know, here on the channel, me and Battery, we don't check out an abundance of trailers when we're getting a new movie. We kind of just watch that first trailer, maybe the second one, and then we stay away from everything else. And with this, that is what I did, and it kind of hurt me a little bit because I was like, "Hey, yo, what's happening? Why is she acting like that?" But then the deeper I got into the movie, I was just like, "Damn, Kiki Palmer can do anything." That's really how it felt in the end. It was like Kiki Palmer can literally uh do anything and be in any type of movie. And I really appreciated that. Like I really appreciated that way more than I thought I would. My man Mike Davis says, I might have missed you telling us, but where's our boy Battery? Been missing a lot of videos. Yeah, Battery, along with having his new job, Battery is now on vacation right now. So he him and his girl, they went on a nice vacation and they've been chilling, maxing, and relaxing out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why our boy Battery hasn't been in a lot of the lives and the videos lately, but he should be back next week or the week after that. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. But your boy Sensei is here holding it down, and you already know how we get down here at Marvel Bros with the awesome fam and community, baby. So, with all of that being said, I think it's safe to say that this is the time that we're going to get into some spoilery stuff. So I'll let you guys know that this is the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And yeah, this is your time to run if you so see fit. This is your time to do that. Because like I said, I'm not going to get into heavy spoilers with this movie just because I do feel like everyone else should be able to formulate their own opinion about it because it is that good of a movie that you should do that. And if you want to come back after you watch the movie, definitely do it. Drop a like on the video or add it to a playlist for so you can come back and check this out after you see the movie and you know match with how I'm match your opinion with my opinion, see if they add up, and then let me know in the comment section how you're feeling. So, what I'll rate this before we jump into the full spoilers, just for people that are going to stay, for the people who don't stay, I mean, I'll rate this movie. Man, I am not even going to lie. I would rate this movie a high. Like, I think this is a 5 for me. Like, especially when in terms of the genre it is and the type of movie, I think this is a 5 for me. And I don't think I've had but with that being said, I haven't experienced a lot of horror movies, I guess you can say. I'm not very deep in the horror thriller genre. And I know this movie wasn't like full blown horror, but it was definitely like a horror thriller mystery type of movie. Like I don't know what genre this is. The genre is Jordan Peele, okay? Like Jordan Peele is in a genre of his own, I would like to say, with this crazy epicness of these movies that we've seen. So I'll give this one a 5. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if it's not a 5 out of 5 for you. Let me know what you would rate this movie on your scale. On the Marvel Bros scale, we do things out of 5. So on the Marvel Bros scale, let me know down below what you will rate this movie. So moving into more spoilery things, but not spoilery to where I'm going to talk about the entire movie. The UFO. There is a twist, and it blew my mind. It collectively blew my theater's mind. When we start getting revelations, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I think that's one of the reasons as well why I rate this movie so freaking high on the scale is because, damn, it accomplished things that I had no idea we were even setting out to accomplish. Like, whoa. Once you walk out of the movie, you're like, what? Was that the same? Was that the same movie that I knew I was coming to see? Is am I have my eyes mistaken me? Did I just experience something different from what I thought? Like, man, I wasn't ready. And it was a good not ready. It was a pleasant not ready. It was like, you're not ready. And I wasn't. And I'm so happy that I wasn't ready because, man, oh freaking man, that was a extravagant experience. Extravagant experience, yo. I couldn't believe it. And I don't know if I could ever watch a movie that blows my mind on that wavelength again. I don't know if it'll be possible. Like, for real. Remy says, great movie. Definitely need to see it again. Oh, yeah. 100% got to see that movie again. I am all for seeing this movie again. No cap. Like, I can't wait to see it again. It's like that. I need to watch, like, now after watching this great of a movie. I think it's a good time for me to go back and watch Thor: Love and Thunder because I've had my palate like cleansed almost with well, I mean, I'm gonna have to watch something else. Like, I need to go see Minions, or no, we're gonna see DC Super Pets this week, so that'll be a good palette reset. Going from a movie I didn't really like at all, and then going to a movie that I love like increasingly, and then just going to a regular movie like DC Super Pets. It'll really be like the swish of water and spit out, so I can grab that wine again and taste it and be like, all right, you know what? Maybe Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And then go watch Nope movie again and be like, nah, it was trash. I lied because Nope is a great movie and Thor: Love and Thunder is not that. But this is not a Thor: Love and Thunder bash video, so we're not gonna start ranting about that again. Okay, all right. Mike Davis says, I'd have to put this movie right in the middle of the three of his movies. I have not seen Us. I've only seen Get Out, so I don't even know how to rate it against that. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest, Get Out and this movie are, bruh, they are incredible movies. I really did like Get Out, but I like this movie more than I like Get Out just because I am a I am a weird person and I like weird movies. Like, I need some weirdness in my movies. And although Get Out had weirdness, I need like some sci-fi weirdness. You feel me? And that is exactly what this did. This gave us that sci-fi weirdness, baby. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, give it to me, baby. Like, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. It was like that. Remy, can you please get those bots out of here? You know what? Actually, I think there we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. I forgot that I can do it real quick right here. Damn, they mad spammy. That's crazy, son. They were tripping in the chat. Did you see that? What's up with the bots? Yo, get up out of here. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Uh, there we go. My bad. That definitely distracted me. All those crazy things jumping in the chat like that. But I will say this movie was so fantabulastic, man, that I I literally wanted to go back and watch it again because I was like, I know I missed some stuff. And like I said earlier, there's those moments where you're like, what the hell is happening? And then boom, you're like, whoa, I really didn't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you, you, right when you thought you knew something, it just smacked you in the face with a pie, and then Jordan Peele is just laughing at you. Me D, what's up with my man? Uh, I like it too, and it pisses me off with people saying they hate it because they don't understand. Yeah, I feel like this movie will definitely have that type of um reaction base. Like there will definitely be a lot of people that have no idea what's going on. They're going to be confused. They're not going to like it because of the undertones that it's talking about, as well as they're not even going to understand the main theme, let alone the hidden themes that are in it, you know? So this is a very complex movie, but it's not at the same time. I guess it really depends on the type of movie goer that you are and what you like. And just as an example, me and my wife are two completely movie goers. Like we have two completely different experiences with movies. Like for example, you heard me bashing on Thor just now, but my wife, she liked Thor. She enjoyed it. She had a really good time in the movie, as to where I wanted to go and get my money back, and then low key go and find Taika Waititi and give him, you know, a few choice words, send him a strongly worded email. And I was like, bro, I don't even be feeling like this. I don't even feel like this usually. You know, I would never try to do something like this. But that movie, man, it brought something out of me that I didn't know was there. So I had a passion for that movie that I just wasn't aware for. And I feel like that passion bled over into this movie being great, and me being so happy that what I wanted this movie to be, it was even more than that. This movie was even more than that for me. Uh I don't and I don't even feel like I could hype this movie up too much, because I was super hyped for this movie from the beginning, and the hype that I had never went down. It just kept kind of going up, 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 and up. And seeing the movie, it was a like satisfying, bro. It was like, oh my gosh, that was a great movie, and I'm happy that I watched it. And I really hope that you guys like the movie, because I really did enjoy the movie. What would you guys put this movie on the Marvel Bros scale? So out of 5, what would you rate this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you had, and let me know. I was gonna say I was gonna say something, but I don't really want any spoilers in the chat, because I feel like this is just the movie that you should be able to experience all of the holy shit moments by yourself. You know, like I'll probably come back and do another like movie discussion rather than a movie review and discussion. Maybe when Battery gets back. Uh, damn, they out here doing the bots is out here thick today, bro. That's crazy. That is insane. Why me? Let's go. Why me? They're like, oh, a lot of people keep tuning into this channel. Let's throw some bots in there. It's like, bruh, like, get out of here. Go, shoot bots. Not shoebox, shoe bots. Uh, shoe bots. Ooh, I wonder what a shoe bot would be. Maybe we'd put like your shoes on or something. My bad. That was random. Uh, but nah, bruh. I really enjoyed this movie, and I think Jordan Peele has done it again. It's one of those for me. Like Jordan Peele has done it again. If you guys have seen Lovecraft Country, okay? If you have seen Lovecraft Country and you like Lovecraft Country and you remember those two little ballerina dancing girls, there is a moment in this movie that encapsulates that horror that we felt from those little terrifying ballerinas. And as soon as we saw it, me and my wife looked at each other and we're like, "Oh my god, it's like Lovecraft Country." Oh my gosh, it's me and Remy immediately. Oh my gosh, it's the creeps. It's the scary ones. It's the terrifying ones. What do we do? Babe, can you do me a favor and drop exclamation point wallet in the chat just to see if that works or not? I think it should work, but I just don't know if it will work or not. I think it should, but I don't know if it will. We'll just have to see. Oh, it's not coming. Oh, there we go. There you go, Marvel Bucks. Hey, that's dope. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Uh yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. You get that's right. That's right. I'm trying to set it up to where the super fan will be able to earn Marvel Bucks in the chat, and then they'll be able to gamble with them to get more, and then they'll be able to use those to enter giveaways and different things like that. So the more people are in chat and in the live streams, the more Marvel Bucks that they get, and the more they'll be able to, yeah, get different things, join different giveaways and whatnot. It's just an awesome little thing. Jordan is limiting himself by marketing towards the black community because we lead sophistication. We want to see, think like a man, and not have to be and not have to decode. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I really do agree with that. I agree with that completely, yo. Like for real, for real. I really do. I think that I think that I agree with it and I disagree at the same time because I feel like us as as the just the black community in general just needs to get out there, and go support my guy for the movie. And they're like, yo, this doesn't even make sense, but it's like, hey, yes, it does. It just might not make sense to you. You might have went in. I think a lot of people went into this movie thinking that we were going like Alien versus Predator. You know what I mean? Like we. I think a lot of people thought we were getting like Alien reboot, or like a uh just a huge, incredible uh invasion alien movie, possibly even, like we're getting invaded and we got to watch out, and we're gonna see aliens kidnapping people and stuff, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And it's like, nah, bruh, this is a way deeper movie than that. That is what i think I think Jordan Peele does a really good job at finesse, and I think it might be to the detriment of his own movie sometimes. Just because it'd be like his movie be like, ah, ha ha ha, this is what it's about, but it really doesn't be about that at all. And then halfway through the movie, you realize that you're in a whole. It's like you're in another theater almost sometimes, and then it's like, whoa, I don't know if I signed up for this. And not everybody is just okay with going on the ride. It's almost like a crazy acid trip. Like I think that's a good way to not a crazy acid trip, but a controlled trip. Maybe on like on some psychedelics of any kind. You're sitting there and you're just kind of experiencing it, and you have you have an assumption as to what's going to happen, but then nah, no siree, baby. We're going in the complete different direction. And like I said, you got like you just have to be ready for that. And I think Jordan Peele will be able, like, he'll become one of those type of directors, one of those creators that whenever you go into his movies, you're going to just automatically know that you shouldn't have any type of assumptions on anything. Because I know we were mind blown in the theater once it went left. I won't even say it went left. I'll say once it went right, because it went right for me, baby. I loved it so much. It was such an awesome it was such an awesome experience. I can't even lie. It was just really cool. And I hope more people appreciated it the way that we appreciated it. Me and Remy appreciated it because we were ready to give it a standing ovation almost. Now, I don't know if it was like, I mean, yeah, though. Like, yeah, like pretty much like almost right there, because even the side story that we get about Stephen Yeun's character, what is his name, by the way? I want to know what his name is in the movie. Oh, it's not going to tell me. Okay. But there's a whole subplot about Stephen Yeun. Stephen Yeun or Ewan. I just don't, I'm not sure how to enunciate that. If someone does know how I can pronounce that correctly, let me know in the chat. And I mean, even with him, even with him, you thought you knew what was going on. And then it's like, oh snap, my guy is sacrificing. You know what I mean? It was, bruh, yeah. I had a really great time with that. Meaty says, did you follow the storyline between Emerald and Jean Jacket, Navy the spaceship, Jean Jacket, and then ultimately concurring it by the end? Did you follow the storyline between Emerald and Jean Jacket, Navy, Jean Jacket, and then ultimately concurring at the end? Yes. Yes. If I understand correctly. If I understand what you're saying correctly, because I'm thinking you're talking about the horses and the ship. Yeah, 100%. That was a I think that storyline, I think that storyline was my favorite. I'm not going to lie. Like the way that the animals, the horses and the spaceship in their own right were all characters in this movie. If you feel me. Like every everyone, like, okay, check me out, just check me out. You know how in the Batman movie, like a lot of people, including myself, were saying that Gotham, the city itself, was a character within the movie. That's how I feel about every single, like, everything that was in this movie. Everything in this movie it was in fact a character. Like the old school show was a character. The monkey was a character. All of the horses, characters. Spaceship, character. Random dude at freaking Radio Shack, character. Like it it was crazy how a lot of the side characters became their own main character for their subplot that the movie had, you know? And man, I just feel like we don't get that. I just feel like we don't get that. I just feel like we don't get that because it felt so, bruh. I just feel like I'm a broken record right now because it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like, bruh, Kiki Palmer brought her A game for sure with this movie. And Kiki Palmer's character arc in this movie, oh man, like whoa, whoa. You know, like the character that we meet her as is not the character that we leave with at the end of the movie. She changes, man. Everyone changes. Like Daniel's character changes. We see characters become who they are in this. Like they embrace themselves fully. And we see people overcoming their trauma as well. Like, bro, it was so satisfying to be able to go through these different story arcs and character arcs simultaneously, and they all amalgamate and accomplish one goal at the end. You know, like every single, that's how I feel, at least every story that we got in the movie, it got its own ending. Like we didn't, it's not like a, oh man, I wish I would have knew what happened to this or to this. It's like, nah, bruh, they dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's that type of thing. Like you know what's happening. There is a little bit confusion. There is a little bit of things that you can that are up to the eye of the beholder, as every movie is, and especially a Jordan Peele movie. But I mean, unless And this is the type of movie to where if you don't understand, once you come back and watch it again, you're definitely going to get all the answers that you missed. Like, I feel like there's no way that you can miss out on some of those answers, because I understand the first movie, everyone has their own expectations when watching a movie for the first time, okay? But then once they come back to it, those expectations are gone. And then you're able to look and watch for different things that you already expect. And then you see all the other things that you didn't expect or were ready for the last time. And you're able to experience it a lot better. So that's why I can't wait to go back and check this movie out again, because the experience of watching this movie was incredible, and I don't think that experience goes away with a rewatch. And if you guys are just now tuning in, make sure you drop a like and a sub on the channel so you can stay up to date with all the discussions and reviews that we do here. Meaty says Jean Jacket was the name of the horse her father would not allow her to tame while she was a kid. This led a rift between them. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then the rift that was between them was then, I don't want to say erased, but it definitely subsided with the events of uh Big Jean Jacket. That's what I'll say. Little Jean Jacket is the horse, and then we'll call Big Jean Jacket the other one. Okay. So Big Jean, and Little Jean. So Big Jean, I loved Big Jean so much, and I kind of wish okay. I was really nervous. I was really nervous that at some point towards the end of this movie that, bruh, I was so sure that my man was gonna like damn near like rope Jean Jacket, Big Jean, and be like riding Big Jean through the skies or something. Like, I was like, good God, please don't get to that level of cheese. But then it just, man, him figuring out about Big Jean, the truth about Big Jean, goddamn, goddamn. And the way that they approach the situation differently, even from then on, goddamn. And I really, really loved and really appreciated the fact that nobody really gaslit anyone in this movie, if you know what I'm saying. Like, nobody got gaslit to the point to where it was like, are you crazy? You know what I mean? Like, even the director that comes in later, he's like, all right, let's get into this, Like, beautiful, baby. Beautiful. Meaty says, I'm sorry, I'm driving using voice to chat. Yo, be safe on the road. I hope you're not like watching me. I know I'm all, you know, but don't be looking at me while you're driving. Meaty says the Chinese dude was involved in creating a spectacle all his life, destroying his friends and family each time. Man, no cap. That is a very good point. Because I feel like Steven, that's the actor's name. I cannot remember anyone's names from the movie, but Steven definitely was, it seemed like his trauma as a child allowed him to get better at manipulating situations because of the trauma that he went through. Like, in a lot of cases, what happened would have broke a lot of people, and I do believe it did break him, but I believe it broke his spirit, his conscience, his light side. That's what got broken, rather than it being himself, I guess. And it was beautiful. I mean, I know I keep saying it was beautiful, and I know I keep saying that it was crazy and next level, but it was, okay. It was crazy. It was next level, and I definitely wasn't ready for it. The black horse jockey was the first spectacle. I even loved that, yo. I loved the way this story literally weaved itself together. Like, I feel like throughout the story, you're watching it, and Jordan Peele keeps handing you strands. He just keeps handing you just single strands, and you're just like, what is this? And you're like holding them, and then like you're like, what am I supposed to do with these? And then from the other end, he just starts weaving them all together. And then slowly you see all the strands coming together, and then boom, you're left with a rope at the end. And you're just looking at the rope, and you're like, how the hell did we get here? that's that's how I felt. I was like, how the hell did you make this rope from what you just had in your hands? Like, I didn't even think that was possible. Like, whoa. It was just whoa. Whoa. I definitely recommend this movie to everybody to be able to really get really get man, I don't even know. Just make your own opinion. You got to be able to make your own opinion from this movie because it's so great that you will need to make your own opinion. You will need to formulate uh some some type of understanding of what this movie is, and also the deeper meaning when it comes to how Hollywood treats its actors and as well as the animals that they use in Hollywood, and how everyone deserves a lot more respect and a lot more love. And I couldn't even preach more than that this is the perfect time to be handling those type of topics, in light of all of the visual effects things that are going on right now. You see in the movie, like they instead of using, I mean, this is a low key a spoiler, but we are in the spoiler section and it's not a big spoiler to the movie. Instead of using a real horse because it's too complicated to use, they just were like, okay, we'll just CGI it in. Like it's no issue. We'll just have a CG horse here instead. And it's like, damn, you know how much that's gonna be on the visual effects team to add a whole horse for no reason, like and try to make that look super real. And it's like, bro, there's so many things that I feel like this movie was really trying to tackle a lot of issues, a lot of things that are going on in Hollywood, and a lot of things that are just kind of going on in life as well. And I think every person, the same way every person has lived a different life, so they have a different understanding of the things that they view, uh, a- of the content that they consume is always not only consumed, but it is like understood differently. And I feel like this movie is one of those instances to where if you've been through some type of trauma, there are a lot of different moments in this movie that you'll be able to connect to. Everybody will be able to find something to relate to with this movie, whether it's the loss of a parent, people not believing you when you're like just straight up telling the truth about something, uh be trying your hardest to portray who you are, and then coming to terms and dealing with the things that have caused you the anger and pain that you have felt that has now led you to the place that you are in life, if that makes sense. And I can't commend this movie more for those for being able to handle such divisive topics. It, and I just love it, man. I just love it, and I love Jordan Peele. Meaty says the old camera guy warned Emerald not to chase after her dream, or she will die on a hill, and that is the way that he went out. Yep. I mean the is it symmetry? Is that a good word to say? The symmetry or the payoff? The circle storytelling with this was beautiful. Like I think we even talked about it early, Meaty, about Kiki Palmer's character and her dad's relationship over the horse, and then that same relationship with her brother, and then the relationship being brought full circle with Big Gene. Lil Gene and Big Gene are the beginning. Like Lil Gene is the beginning of the trauma. Big Gene is the closure. And bruh, come on, it just definitely hit different. It definitely hit different. And I think everyone I truly, and I cannot say it enough, I truly think this is like one of my favorite movies now. Like I have a favorite movies list, but with me, I have a lot of genres that I like as well. So it's hard for me to. I have a genre movie list, I guess you can say, and those genre movies that I have are split up in their own right. You know, comic book movies and such and such, and then I have rankings for them. But as all of my like when it comes to like my favorite top movies, like I think this is going on that, outside of comic book stuff, like this is definitely going on my list of favorite movies that I've seen and movies that really not only surprised me, but caused me to think, like caused me to really think while I'm watching the movie, caused me to second guess everything that I thought I knew because I didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like, man, really recommend this movie. And I couldn't recommend it enough. And I will recommend it to everybody. And I think you guys should go watch it and tell me how you feel about it. And if you watch the movie, let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about it. And make sure you drop a like on the video if you like the video. And we can definitely, and you definitely should come back to this after you watch the movie. So you could, if you haven't seen the movie, so you could get a little better understanding of what it is I'm kind of explaining and just kind of trying to portray about the way that I was feeling. So I believe that basically wraps up the movie review, unless you guys have anything else you would like to talk about pertaining to this movie. And if you do have anything else you'd like to talk about, definitely join the Discord because we always are having a lot of conversations about that, about different topics. And make sure that if you guys haven't already, you guys check out our website because on our website, there will be a review for this movie up this week. So you'll be able to check out that movie review on our website at www.marvelbros.com, where you can also check out my past review for Thor Love and Thunder. And yeah. So you guys have been awesome. Thank you for tuning in with me on another awesome movie review and a great episode of Marvel Bros. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Excelsior.
To support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,